Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to briefly cover the solution to this question, at the same time do some lab coding work. Also I'm going to follow the general interview steps while trying to solve this problem. So first of all, let's trace through this question. Shuffle an array. So given integer array nums, design an algorithm to randomly shuffle the array. So implement the solution class has one constructor called initialize the object with integer array nums. It has a reset, it has a shuffle API. So reset essentially is just to reset the array to its original configuration and it returns it, and the shuffle API is going to return a random shuffling of the array. So let's see the constraints first. It says that the length of the array could be anywhere between 1 to 200. Each number is anywhere between minus 1 million to positive 1 million. So all the elements of the nums are unique. At most 50k calls will be made to reset and shuffle. Alright, so let's see how to solve this problem. So for this one, not too much of the room to think about edge case. So if you think there's only one number within the array, it can also be cached. I think we can also catch this case in our general solution. So let's just try to find the general solution for this one. So for this, there is a so we can do a shuffling using a pretty famous algorithm. I think Knuth's shuffling. Shuffling. So that one, what we are going to do is, I just know the algorithm, so I'll just talk from my brief memory. Yeah, so for this kind of question, if it is asked within a interview, you just need to, I think you better need to memorize this algorithm so that you can come up with the algorithm quickly within the interview. So it's something like you're going to generate a random index and try to so it is going to do one pass through the array. For each of the current index, you're going to try to generate another random index to be potentially replaced, like do a swap with the current number with the generate random index number. Do a swap on top of that. So that's essentially the intuitive idea how to do that. So essentially what we are going to do is we are going to generate something like we are going to have a for loop from I to 0 and smaller than nums.length plus I, and every time you're going to generate a random index. So the rand idx, it's something like I plus random from, actually this from 0 to this would be nums.length minus I, and then you're going to do a swap on top of num between I and rand idx. So that's essentially the idea. So the runtime is going to be all of n, which is linear. N is the number of the number of the elements within the nums array. And for the reset, we just need to so every time for the shuffle, we are going to create a new int array, and for the reset, we are just going to just return the nums array that is passed into the constructor. So let's do some coding work on top of this. So we are going to have the nums, of course, to be stored here. For this constructor, we have this nums is equal to nums, and for the reset, you're just going to return nums. And for the shuffle, initially we are going to have like a rand nums as new int nums less. Do a copy first. suppose I is equal to nums I. Finally, we are going to return rand nums. But here, you're going to do one pass, just like this piece of code here. You're going to have int I is equal to 0, I is smaller than nums plus I. Rand idx is equal to I plus random.rand. This will be something like nums.list minus I. Alright, so you could potentially do a swap. I would just define a helper function here called swap on top of this is nums and I j, so is equal to nums I and nums I nums j, and then nums j is equal to 10. So you're going to call this swap on top of nums. Sorry, it should be rand nums I and rand idx. So let's run this piece of code. Okay, so we have an arrow here. Cannot find symbol. Is it something like rand int? Okay, so let me check some API here. So it's something like we have Java like random Java, right? So this is okay. So it's next int, right? It's next next int. Okay, it's called next int. Is it this? It's not a. Oh, okay, so it's not a static function. So here we have private random rand. This will be rand.nextInt. Alright, so it's accepted. Let's try to do a summation on top of it. Alright, so everything works well, and that's it for this question. So if you have any question regarding the solution or regarding whatever, feel free to leave some comments below. If you like this video, please help subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.